Good afternoon, everyone. So, today we are going to start with not a new topic, but this is a continuation of chapter number 11, Human Body and Organ System. Like the last lecture में हमने जो Human Body and Organ System का half part हो चुका था. So now today we'll be going to study the second part of Human Body and Organ System. Okay, so let's start with that. Um, yes, so we are going to start with the veins.
Veins.
Fine. So last lecture तक basically हमने we have studied different things like let's take a just review like how the हार्ट का जो स्ट्रक्चर है एंड फंक्शंस है वहां तक हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में देख लिया था. ऑल्सो ब्लड वेसल्स वी हैव ऑल्सो स्टडीड अबाउट द ब्लड वेसल्स द स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड द फंक्शंस ऑफ द ब्लड वेसल्स भी हमने देख लिए थे. नाउ टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद द सेम थिंग बट टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद वेन्स बेसिकली द रिमेनिंग पार्ट जहाँ पे स्टॉप हुआ था उसके आगे कंटिन्यूएशन है. ओके सो लेट्स सी फर्स्ट लेट्स हियर द डिस्क्रिप्शन. वेन्स
Vessels carrying the blood towards the heart from various parts of the body are called as veins.
Yes. So now the blood that is carried towards the heart from various parts of the body. जैसे हमको पता है कि हम जब कोई भी टाइप का रेस्पिरेशन कर रहे हैं तो हम ऑक्सीजन जो है वो नोज फ्रॉम लंग्स एंड लंग्स टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ बॉडी. वैसे ही जो डीऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड है दैट इज बीइंग ब्रॉट फ्रॉम डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी टुवर्ड्स द हार्ट. सो नाउ सी द वेसल्स कैरिंग मतलब जो वेसल्स है दैट कैरिंग द ब्लड towards the heart from various parts of the body. See, from the various parts of the body, all the blood is collected to the heart. From various parts of the body, all the blood is collected to the heart. So the vessel which is carrying the blood from various parts of the body, from where? From various parts of the body to the heart. It is called as the veins. Okay, I again repeat, veins carrying vessels carrying the blood towards the heart from various parts of the body. You can also say that the vessels carrying blood from various parts of the body to the heart, it is called as the veins. Okay, I hope everybody understood what is veins. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, so now let's see.
All veins except the one carrying blood from lungs transport deoxygenated blood.
Yes, all the veins except one carrying blood from lungs transport the deoxygenated blood. Only one veins जो है वो accepted case है. उसके बाद बाकी के veins are carrying the deoxygenated blood.
Most of the veins are superficially located in the body. Their walls are thin and these are provided with valves.
Yes. So see, can you say the walls of the veins are thin? जैसे हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में पढ़ा देयर आर फ्यू थिंग्स जिसके वॉल थिक है आर्टरीज एंड वॉल्स आर थिन बट इन द वेन केस यू हैव द वॉल्स आर वेरी थिन. ऑल्सो देयर आर वाल्व्स प्रेजेंट. नाउ ये वाल्व्स क्यों प्रेजेंट है? सो दैट अगर ब्लड एक डायरेक्शन में फ्लो हो रहा है तो उसको वापस उसका जो बैक फ्लो है वो स्टॉप करने के लिए वॉल्व है. ओके, सो बेसिकली इफ द ब्लड इज फ्लोइंग इन वन डायरेक्शन द ब्लड विल नॉट बी एबल टू कम बैकवर्ड्स. जो बैकवर्ड्स फ्लो है ब्लड का वो पॉसिबल नहीं होगा ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस वाल्व. ओके, सो सी लिसन टू दिस थिंग अगेन केयरफुली. Listen.
Their walls are thin and these are provided with valves.
Yes, so this valves basically helps to prevent the back flow of the blood. तो blood जो है वो unidirectional में ही चलेगा, उसका back flow क्या हो जाएगा? नहीं possible हो पाएगा. Now let's see about the capillaries.
Why the veins are provided with valves?
Yes.
Answer. First, veins, except pulmonary veins, carry deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body
to the heart. Yes, as we have discussed, ये जो veins है तो veins क्या करते हैं? Blood from the different parts of the body. तो जैसे heart से जब जाता है blood तो वो oxygenated होता है और जो blood different parts of the body से heart के पास आता है वो deoxygenated होता है. तो this veins carry the deoxygenated blood. So basically this vessels carrying the blood from different parts of the body to the heart. It is called as the veins. Fine. Now why valves are present? Now let's see.
Present in these veins allow the unidirectional flow of blood towards the heart and prevents the backflow of blood against the force of gravity.
Yes, so basically valve जो है जो present है हमारे veins में, they actually allow the unidirectional, वो दोनों direction के blood flow को they don't support, they allow the unidirectional of flow of the blood towards the heart and prevent the backflow blood against the force of the gravity. So कोई भी type का जो backflow है वो allow नहीं करता, which is harmful for the human body. Okay, so this is why valves are present in the veins. Okay, to make sure that the blood is moving in the unidirectional and not and the backflow जो है वो stop करने के लिए. I hope everything is clear to everyone. Yes. Now let's see the next one.
Why the arteries have thick walls? Answer. Blood in the arteries is under high pressure due to force of blood pumped outwards from the heart. The thicker walls help them to withstand the pressure.
Yes, तो जैसे veins and arteries, तो arteries का क्या function है? It is like जो pumped blood है, जो suppose for example आप कोई एक अगर heart है, वो heart जो pump out, जो oxygenated blood जो pump out करता है, वो जो vessel carrying the oxygenated blood to different parts of the body is nothing but arteries. तो वो जो pumped blood है ना in the arteries is very under high pressure because of the pumping, because of the force of the ब्लड जो पंप हो चुका है वो फोर्स, तो बहुत जोर से पंप होता है तो उसको विथस्टैंड, वो फोर्स को कंट्रोल करने के लिए ये जो वेसल्स के जो वॉल्स है वॉल है बेसिकली दैट इज थिक. ओके, सो अगेन वी विल रीड ब्लड्स इन द आर्टरीज इज अंडर हाई प्रेशर ड्यू टू द फोर्स ऑफ द ब्लड pumped outwards from the heart. तो हार्ट से वो जो ब्लड है वो पंप आउट फोर्स से होगा, उस फोर्स को विथस्टैंड करने के लिए द वॉल्स ऑफ द आर्टरीज आर थिक. ओके, यस, प्लीज पे अटेंशन.
Arteries gradually branch out with decrease in the diameter as they spread in the body and finally form fine hair-like vessels called as capillaries.
यस, सो अगर आपको ये जो ज्यादा डायमीटर का जो दिख रहा है इट इज कॉल्ड एज द आर्टरीज एंड फर्दर वो जो है आगे जाके वो स्प्रेड इन द बॉडी एंड फाइनली फॉर्म अ हेयर लाइक वेसल. जितने हमारे हेयर होता है वो हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर, कैन यू सी दिस? हाँ, तो सेम है, सेम चीज है, जो ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड है दे आर कैरिंग दिस थिंग टू डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी आफ्टर रीचिंग अ पर्टिकुलरली उनका जो डायमीटर है वो डायमीटर ऑफ द आर्टरी कम्स टू अ वेरी स्मॉल थिंग एंड दे स्प्रेड आउट थ्रू आउट द बॉडी एंड बेसिकली जैसे वो स्प्रेड आउट हो जाते हैं तो उनका ये जो बेसिकली वर्ड आई कैन से कि डायमीटर है बहुत कम हो जाता है एंड दिस वेसल इज कंपेयर टू अ हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर व्हिच इज कॉल्ड एज अ कैपिलरीज. ओके, यस, प्लीज पे अटेंशन.
Walls of capillaries are extremely thin and made up of single layer of cells. Due to this, exchange of materials between capillaries and cells becomes easy. During the exchange, the oxygen, nutrients, hormones, vitamins, etc. are sent towards the cells and waste materials of the cells move into blood.
Exactly.
Capillaries unite together to form the vessels of more diameter called as veins.
Yes, see, can you see this? Capillaries unite together to form the vessels of more diameter. जैसे यहाँ पे एक more diameter का जो था arteries उससे वो capillaries बन चुके हैं and again the capillaries unite together to form a vessel of more diameter called as the veins. So I hope this thing is very much clear to everyone and there is no confusion between the arteries, the capillaries and the veins. Yes? Yes, good.
Capillaries network is present in each organ.
Yes, so the basically ये जो कैपिलरी का जो नेटवर्क है, जैसे आर्टरीज कैरीज ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड जो पंप आउट हो चुका है हार्ट से दैट इज कैरिड बाय आर्टरीज और वो बहुत ही जोर से पंप आउट होता है, उसका बहुत ज्यादा प्रेशर होता है, उस प्रेशर को विथस्टैंड करने के लिए द वॉल्स ऑफ द आर्टरीज आर थिक. देन दिस आर्टरीज थोड़ा सा ज्यादा डायमीटर जो है उनका जाने के बाद आफ्टर अ व्हाइल इट स्प्रेड आउट, वो पूरा स्प्रेड हो जाता है थ्रू आउट द बॉडी एंड वो जो पूरा स्प्रेड आउट हो जाता है तो इट फॉर्म्स लाइक अ हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर. वो हेयर लाइक स्ट्रक्चर एकदम फाइन हो जाता है एंड देन दे आर कॉल्ड एज ए कैपिलरीज. नाउ डीऑक्सीजेनेटेड वहां पे जो कैपिलरीज जो पूरे है दैट कम टुगेदर एंड फॉर्म्स अ वेन, बेसिकली वेन्स आर फॉर्म्ड. ओके, नाउ लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट वन.
Do you know In case of a healthy person, there are 72 beats of heart per minute. Rate of heartbeat increases due to physical exercise and emotions.
Yes, this is a general
Similarly,
knowledge.
it
Please
has
pay
been
attention.
observed that it decreases during rest and sleep.
So yes, when you do any of a physical activity, कभी आप run कर रहे हो, कभी आप jog कर रहे हो, कुछ exercise कर रहे हो, when you're just moving your body, basically at that time you will find that कि आपके जो heartbeat है वो ज़्यादा हो जाता है, and similarly it has been observed that it is decreased basically when you rest or sleep. अगर आप शांति से एक जगह पे बैठे हो या ये कर रहे हो, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? Decrease in the heartbeat. Okay.
Number of beats is more in case of infants. Two types of sounds are heard during heartbeat. One is described as lub and other as dub. Heart pumps about 75 milliliters of blood during each beat.
Yes, now this is extremely important to understand. एक beat like contraction and relaxation, ये जो एक heartbeat है ना, उस एक heartbeat पे ये जो heart pump out कर रहा है वो 75 ml of blood during each beat. एक beat में basically the heart is pumping out 75 ml. So this point is extremely important. Yes, please understand this thing.
Blood circulation through heart or functioning of heart. Process of pumping the blood towards various parts of the body and bringing it back towards the heart is called as blood circulation.
Now, understanding this term is very important. Please try to understand. Blood circulation. So basically, ये जो पूरा process है ना, pumping of the blood towards the various part of the body and bringing it back towards the heart. मतलब ये दोनों चीज है. Like basically जब ये heart में है blood, तो वो pump out होता है और वो कहाँ पे भेजा जाता है? It has been sent to different parts of the body and again bringing that blood from different parts of the body to the blood. ये जो पूरा circulation है ना, it is called as a blood circulation. So again pay attention. Process of pumping the blood towards the various part of the body. ये जो पूरा process है कि आप क्या कर रहे हो? Blood को pump out कर रहे हो. Pumping the blood towards the various part of the body and bringing it back towards the heart. Heart से पहले various part of the body पे गया और various parts of the body से वो blood वापस से कहाँ पे आया? Heart पे ही आ रहा. So this is called as blood circulation. Yes, okay, so this is called as blood circulation. So again I repeat, process of pumping the blood towards the various parts of the body and bringing it back towards the heart from various parts of the body is called as a blood circulation. Please pay attention.
So as to maintain the continuity in circulation, heart alternately contracts and relaxes.
Yes, तो जब उनको बाहर भेजना होता है तो basically it relaxes and contracts. When all the blood comes in, it contracts, and when it want to throw out, pump out, it relax, contracts, relax, contract, relax. So this is the heartbeat basically.
Consecutive single contraction and relaxation of heart constitutes a single heartbeat.
Yes, so basically, consecutive single contraction and relaxation of heart constitutes a single heartbeat. So basically, जैसे एक heartbeat ना, तो वो contraction and relaxation. This like धक धक. So this both things forms a single heartbeat basically. Okay. So the contraction and the relaxation. Contraction of the heart, relaxation of the heart. तो ये जो part है, this constitutes of a single heartbeat. Okay. I hope everyone is understanding this. Yes, please pay attention.
Blood. Blood is a red-colored fluid material.
Yes. So as we were studying about the different जो हमने अभी just read किया, that was like what is the heartbeat, how the blood is circulating throughout the heart and functioning of the heart and everything. Now we will see the blood. जो हम बोल रहे हैं ना कि basically the throwing, pumping out of the heart, जो blood जो pump out हो रहा है and again the blood has been brought back from different parts of the body to the heart. तो उस type जो blood है तो वो अभी हम read करने वाले हैं. What exactly is blood? Yes, Pragati. हाँ, my name is Amrita. Okay. Yes, Gavlavi. Yes, Satish. Good. Yes, please pay attention to blood.
The oxygenated blood is deep red colored, salty in taste, and its pH is 7.4.
Yes, so as we have two types of blood moving throughout the body, that is the oxygenated and deoxygenated. So the blood which has been sent from the heart to different parts of the body is the oxygenated blood. Sorry. So when we talk about the oxygenated blood, so देखो जब भी oxygenated blood का difference जो होता है तो basically you can easily understand by it is very deep red in color. When you in terms of taste, it is basically salty in taste, and the pH value is 7.4. This is extremely important to note that the pH value is 7.4. Yes.
Blood is composed of mainly two components, plasma and blood cells.
Yes, so this is also an extremely important point that blood, ये जो पूरा blood, thick fluid, connective fluid, जो thick connective fluid which is very dark red in color, salty in taste, and the pH value is 7.4. तो basically जो पूरा blood है, it is composed of two main components. It is composed of two main components. First one is the plasma and the second one is the blood cell. तो first हम लोग plasma के बारे में detail में study करेंगे and then we will study about the blood cell. Okay, now pay attention for plasma.
Let's study about plasma first. Plasma. A. Plasma is pale yellow, clear and slightly alkaline fluid.
Yes, so see, whenever you have the bloods and everything sampled in the test tube, you can see a very pale yellowish color का clear. जैसे blood का we are saying it is a dark red in color. No, but when you have the blood का जो पूरा samples होता ना, तो ऊपर का एक आपको layer में you will find that it is pale yellow in color and it is slightly alkaline fluid. It is also clear. Okay, so this is what plasma exactly is.
It contains 90 to 92% water, 6 to 8% proteins, 1 to 2% inorganic salts, and other components.
Yes. So it contains of 90 to 92% of water, 6 to 8% of protein and 1 to 2% of inorganic salts and other components. So this is just a general information given to you, but plasma basically it is pale yellow, it is clear and it is alkaline in nature. These three things are extremely important to understand in terms of plasma. Now let's see the B1.
B. Albumin.
Albumin
distributes the water all over the body. C.
Yes, so these are the just components present, so just understand the things. Okay, C is
globulins, that is protection.
Yes, globulins are basically helping the protection of the body. मतलब आपके body में basically कोई भी foreign एक कोई भी germ अगर आपके यहाँ पे enter कर रहा है तो उससे fight करने का, उससे resist करने का वो जो पूरा functioning है, it is that is followed by this. Okay, globulins.
Fibrinogen and prothrombin help in blood clotting process.
Yes, so whenever you're playing or something you get a cut or something like that, तो वो जो हमारा body है ना वो automatically heal करता है. Okay, so basically the whole thing has been healed automatically. So this wait a second.
D. Fibrinogen and prothrombin help.
Okay, so both of this fibrinogen and prothrombin helps in blood clotting process. तो वो अगर कहीं पे कट आ गया या कुछ आ गया तो वहां पे blood clot करके how to repair the skin, वो skin reparation का blood clotting का it is this function has been carried by
blood
this.
clotting process. Inorganic ions, calcium, sodium, potassium control the function of muscles and nerves.
Yes, so all the functioning of the muscles, all the functioning of the nerves, everything is been carried by this inorganic ions. Ca, which is nothing but calcium, Na is sodium, and K is the potassium. So all these are inorganic ions present in the body. They control the functioning of the muscles as well as nerves present in the body. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. That is the blood cells. दो थे plasma we have completed. Now we are
Red blood
starting with blood
corpuscles,
cells.
RBCs.
The first one is the
Small,
RBC.
circular, and nucleated cells.
Yes, now as the name indicates, it is a red blood corpuscles. It is red in color. This helps to convert the oxygen. Listen.
These cells appear red due to hemoglobin. Oxygen dissolves in blood due to hemoglobin.
Yes, so this appears in red because they are fully composed of hemoglobin, and oxygen dissolves in the blood due to hemoglobin. So the dissolving of the oxygen, whatever oxygen we are breathing, जो एयर हम ब्रीथ करें, ये जो एयर जो डिजोल्व हो रहा है, ये जो ऑक्सीजन डिजोल्व हो रहा है, सो ऑक्सीजन डिजोल्व्स इन द ब्लड विद द हेल्प ऑफ द हेमोग्लोबिन.
50 to 60 lakh RBCs are present in each cubic millimeter of blood.
Now this is a information, please make sure that you note it somewhere, that 50 to 60 lakh of RBCs are present in each cubic millimeter of the blood. Each cubic millimeter of blood mein you will find 50 to 60 lakh of RBCs, that is a red blood corpuscles. Yes, perfect Satish. And WBC are the white blood corpuscles. Correct.
RBCs are produced in red bone marrow and live for about 100 to 127 days.
Yes. So can you see the red bone marrow? जैसे हमारे bone में ना, we have a bone marrow present in the bone. So these RBCs are produced. Where are the RBCs produced? The RBCs are basically produced in the red bone marrow, and they live for 100 to 127 days.
2. White blood cells, WBCs. These are large, nucleated and colorless cells.
Yes, as you can see, they are the white blood cells because they don't have any color. So it is colorless. We can term as it is. हम बोल सकते हैं कि वो colorless ही है. So they are the large, nucleated and the colorless cells. Now pay attention how many WBCs are present per cubic meter.
5,000 to 10,000 WBCs are present per millimeter cube of blood.
Yes.
5 types of WBCs are present: basophils,
This is just an information, just
eosinophils,
understand.
neutrophils, monocytes, and lymphocytes. WBCs are produced in red bone marrow. WBCs act as soldiers in our body.
Yes, exactly. So they are also produced in the red bone marrow of our body, and they act as a protective or like a protection to our body. कोई भी अगर viral fever या कोई भी अगर microbial कुछ infection या ऐसा कुछ भी, जैसे हम बोले viral fever हो गया है कुछ, तो if our WBCs are strong, they can resist, they can fight against that. Okay, so please pay attention.
Function of WBC. These cells attack the pathogens entering our body.
Yes, so can you see this? This is the foreign material, this is a foreign pathogen या microbial infection जो तुम्हारे body में आता है. तो this WBC work here to attack on this so as to protect your body from such kind of the microbial infections. Okay.
They protect us from the microbial diseases.
Yes, exactly. They protect us from the microbial diseases. कोई भी जैसे when it starts raining, तो you find kind of microbial infection start हो जाता है. हर एक को सर्दी या ऐसा कुछ, they start like fever, cough, cold. So this time, if your WBCs are strong, so basically they can fight against the microbial disease attacking your body. Basically, they are the soldiers to your body. They are protecting your body from all this viral things.
3. Platelets. These are extremely small and disc-shaped. 2.5 to 4 lakh platelets are present per millimeter cube of blood. Function: platelets participate in blood clotting process. Functions of blood. 1. Transport of gas.
Now pay attention to this as we are studying the functions of the blood. First one is the transportation of the gases. Now understand this thing properly.
Oxygen is carried via blood from lungs to cells in various parts of body, and carbon dioxide from tissues to lungs.
Yes, so see, the thing which we are discussing ना, हम जब से discuss वही कर रहे हैं कि blood is carried from the lungs to the cells in various parts of the body. जो blood है वो lung से various parts of the body में जा रहा है, तो who's carrying all these things? No doubt उसके vessels है, तो vessels we have for carrying all these things, but basically blood is carried via blood from oxygen is carried via blood from lungs to the cells in various parts of the body. So this blood helps in transportations of the gases, and same goes for the carbon dioxide from the tissues to the lung. So this oxygen and carbon dioxide is carried with the help of the blood. So blood ka first function, if we pay attention to it, is basically transportation of the gases. Now gases includes the oxygen and the carbon dioxide.
2. Transport of nutrients. Simple nutrients like glucose, amino acids, fatty acids are taken up by blood from wall of alimentary canal and transported up to each cell in the body. 3. Transport of waste materials. Nitrogenous wastes like ammonia, urea, creatinine are released by tissues into blood, which carries those to kidney for excretion.
Yes, so transport of the waste material is also one part कि जो भी हमारा जो पूरा blood जो और nitrogenous waste which includes the ammonia, urea, creatinine, ये सब जो हमारे tissues से जो हम release कर रहे हैं ना, basically this all are the waste materials. So this has to get out of the body. So blood carries all these things towards the kidney for the excretion purpose, means basically for the removing of the body.
4. Protection. Antibodies are produced in the blood and they protect the body from microbes and other harmful particles.
Yes, so we always have an antibodies. Now this term is nowadays because of all the diseases we are facing. हम जो अभी आजकल जो हम सुन रहे सब चीजों में, how antibodies are important for our body, we all know, ठीक है? So antibodies are produced in the blood as they protect the blood from the harmful particle and microbes. So जो भी microbes and harmful particle है, वो हमारे body पे attack करने के time पे they protect the body from the antibody. Okay.
5. Transport of enzymes and hormones. Blood transports the enzymes and hormones from the site of their production to the site of their action.
So blood also helps to transport the enzymes and the hormones from the site of the production to the site of the action. तो अगर कुछ चीज जैसे हमने कुछ देखा, basically the eyes, जो जैसे हम human eye में पढ़ने वाले, तो जैसे human eye में if we are seeing something, तो we think of producing an action. तो हम जो कुछ एक सोच रहे हैं वहां पे the site of production to the site of action, तो हाथ उठाने तक, तो ये पूरा जो enzymes and hormones जो जाना चाहिए, that is also been transported by the help of the blood.
6. Thermoregulation. Body temperature is maintained constant at 37 degrees Celsius by vasodilation and vasoconstriction. Vasodilation means expansion of blood vessels.
Exactly.
And vasoconstriction means contraction of the blood vessels.
कम होना ज़्यादा होना, like basically 7. Even if you feel this kind of the, अगर आप यहाँ पे भी check कर रहे हो ना, तो you will feel that there is a contraction and relaxation in your blood vessels.
Maintaining the balance of minerals like sodium, potassium in the body. 8. If bleeding occurs at the injury, platelets and a protein called fibrinogen of the blood form a clot and seal the injury.
They form a clot. So basically whenever you fall or something like that, you find that starting में तो you will find the wound is very fresh or the cut is very fresh, but day by day ना you will feel that, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि your body is responding to that. तुम्हारा body ही उस पे heal करना start कर रहा है. So any kind of wound या कुछ भी है तो तुम्हारा body will start healing it, and basically it forms a clot and seal the injury. वो automatically उसको seal कर देता है. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Yes, human blood groups. Now let's see कितने blood groups. Can anyone tell me in the
like antigens and antibodies?
Yes, can anyone
different blood groups?
Tell me like blood groups कितने type के? How many types of blood groups do we have?
Human blood groups.
Good one.
Depending upon the proteins like antigens and antibodies, different blood groups are formed.
Yes, so depending upon the antigens and the antibodies, different blood groups are formed. So depending upon the proteins like the antigens and the antibodies,
Bodies,
different blood groups are
different
formed.
blood
अब वो
groups are
कौन
formed.
से blood groups हैं?
There
Let's
are four
see.
main groups of human blood as A,
A.
B, AB, and O.
Yes.
Besides, there are two types of Rh negative
And
Rh
RH positive. As
of
we say
each.
na, O positive, O negative, या A positive, A negative, तो basically वैसा. Okay,
of
so we
those
have
four
this four.
groups. Thus, in all, 8 blood groups are formed. Example, ARH positive and ARH negative.
Yes, so basically as we have this four, basically A, B and O. So A positive, A negative and so on, such kind, पूरा मिला के totally we have 8 blood groups. Yes, it is totally correct. Now let's move on to the next
Blood
one,
donation.
blood donation.
If a person meets an accident, bleeding occurs through wounds. Many times, blood transfusion is necessary during the surgical operation. Similarly, blood is transfused in case of patients of anemia,
Yes, so basically now,
thalassemia, cancer too. Anemia is the deficiency of red cells. Thalassemia is a blood disorder in which the body makes an abnormal form of hemoglobin. Blood transfusion is carried out to compensate the blood shortage in body.
yes. So basically, if any of the body is feeling कि उनके body में blood कम है, now there can be n number of reasons. कभी accident हो गया तो उस accident में blood loss ज़्यादा हो गया, कभी कुछ surgical operation है तो उस time पे maybe blood loss हो सकता है and that time we need a blood की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है, या कोई disease particular कोई disease हो रही है तो basically any type of disease या कुछ भी कोई भी reason की वजह से अगर body में you're finding shortage of the blood, तुमको blood का shortage लग रहा है तो उस time पे we can do the blood transfusion. That means we can externally हम उस body में blood को transfuse कर सकते हैं. Fine.
This is called as blood transfusion.
Yes. Now pay attention. Few terms related to blood transfusion.
From where the blood is supplied for blood transfusion? Blood
Bank.
banks. Blood is collected in blood banks by specific method from the healthy persons and supplied to the needful persons.
Yes, exactly.
If the collected blood
so if you जब अगर कहीं पे blood campaign है और कुछ है, अगर आप वहाँ पे blood transfuse blood donate करने जाते हो तो they always first check कि if you're an healthy person or not. ठीक है, तो मतलब अगर आप में ही ब्लड की कमी है एंड इफ यू गो एंड इफ यू ट्राई टू गिव द ब्लड तो फिर आप दोगे तो एक बॉटल फिर आपको ही 2 बॉटल वापस से लगाना पड़ेगा, ऐसा हो सकता है. सो बेसिकली दे ऑलवेज मेक श्योर दैट दे कलेक्ट द ब्लड फ्रॉम द हेल्दी पर्सन एंड जो भी नीडी है दे हैंड ओवर इट टू द नीडी वन. द ब्लड बैंक्स ऑलवेज मेक श्योर विद दैट. ओके, नाउ इफ द कलेक्टेड ब्लड
not to be used immediately, it can be stored for some days in
the refrigerator. So it is not at all compulsory that if I'm giving a blood so urgently it should be used. No, if the collected blood is not used immediately, it can be stored for some days in the refrigerator. तो थोड़े दिन के लिए वो refrigerate भी हो सकता है. Fine.
Blood donor. Person who donates the blood is referred as blood donor. Blood recipient. Person who receives the blood is referred as recipient.
Yes, donor and recipient. The person who gives is called as a donor. The person who is receiving is called as a recipient.
Person of the blood group O can donate the blood to the person having any other blood group, whereas the person with AB blood group can receive the blood from the person with any other blood group.
Yes,
hence person of blood group O is called as universal
donor
and the person with blood group AB is called as universal recipient.
So O, all the person having O blood group are they can basically give the blood to anyone. So they are called as a universal donor. Basically A होगा, B होगा, AB होगा, A O होगा, and whichever it is, they can universally donate it. So they are called as a universal donor. And the person with blood group AB can accept the blood from anyone, so they are called as a universal recipient. I hope things are clear to you. Yes, Pragati. Fine, now let's move on to the next part.
Blood pressure.
Blood pressure. Now pay attention to this.
Blood is continuously kept flowing through blood vessels due to contraction, relaxation of the heart.
Yes, now we have studied this thing.
Pressure is exerted on the walls of arteries. Blood pressure.
Pay attention.
Blood is continuously kept flowing through blood vessels due to contraction, relaxation of the heart.
Yes, due to the contraction and relaxation of heart, ये जो heart contract हो रहा है या relax हो रहा है, due to this contraction and relaxation of the heart, the blood is continuously flowing through the blood vessels. जो हमारे blood vessels है, उसमें blood बार-बार continuously flow हो रहा है. Yes.
Due to contraction of the heart, pressure is exerted on the walls of arteries and it is called as blood pressure.
Yes, so now due to the contraction of heart, pressure is exerted on the wall of arteries. So ये जो arteries है उसके ऊपर एक pressure आता है and this is called as the blood pressure. So now again I repeat, due to the contraction of heart, जो heart का एक contraction, एक relaxation, contraction or relaxation. So due to this contraction of the heart, so it is taking the blood in, na? So basically this is exerting a pressure on the walls of the arteries. जो arteries है उसके wall पे वो pressure आ रहा है. So this is called as the blood pressure.
Proper blood pressure is necessary to supply the blood in all parts of the body.
Yes.
Pressure recorded during the contraction of heart is called as systolic pressure, and that one recorded during relaxation is called as diastolic pressure. Blood pressure of a healthy person is about 120 by 80 millimeter to 139 by 89 millimeter of mercury.
Yes, of mercury. So basically you should know this, that for a healthy person, the blood pressure should be about 120 by 80 to 139 by 89. So this is extremely important and note this point. Okay.
Mercury. It is measured with the help of sphygmomanometer.
Yes.
Hypertension, high blood pressure. High blood pressure than the normal is referred as hypertension.
Yes.
In arteries of the person
high
with
blood pressure as compared to that of the normal. So see what is said.
High blood pressure. High blood pressure than the normal is
as hypertension. So we have a specific limit
as
for a healthy person. तो जैसे हम बोल रहे हैं कि healthy person का एक limit है, in that only we should have our blood pressure. So if you are having a blood pressure higher to that, अगर उससे ज़्यादा आ रहा है, तो it is called as the hypertension. Okay, fine. So this is termed as the hypertension. So high blood pressure, then the normal is referred as the hypertension.
In arteries of the person with hypertension, unnecessary tension develops.
Yes. So in the arteries, like carrying the blood and everything, तो अगर किसी person को hypertension होगा, तो उस arteries में एक tension, a tension has been created in the artery. Yes, please pay attention.
Heart needs to perform more function than the normal condition in case of hypertension.
Yes, so if you're having a hypertension, even your heart needs to compensate with that. वो आपका जो hypertension है और वो heart का beating है, तो heart needs to function more as compared to the normal condition. जैसे normal condition में वो एक properly function हो रहा है, but when you're under hypertension or something like that, in that case, normal condition से भी ज़्यादा perform करना पड़ रहा है heart को. Okay?
Both systolic and diastolic pressures are high in hypertension. Type of blood pressure, systolic pressure and diastolic pressure are shown in this table. Normal blood pressure, the systolic pressure is between 90 to 119 mm and diastolic pressure is 60 to 70.
Yes, so this is basically we should just a basic information कि ऐसे basically होना चाहिए.
High blood pressure.
So now let's move on to the next one. Always remember.
Always remember. Blood production occurs continuously in our body. About 350 milliliters of blood is collected from a person during donation, and our body restores the fluid part of it within 24 hours.
Yes. So when
And
any of the person just go for the donation of the blood or something like that, so about 350 ml of the blood is collected from that person during the donation, and our body is so इतना ज़्यादा capable होता है कि वो उस fluid part को it is restore, वो same amount जो donate किया है वो restore करता है within 24 hours.
during
Okay.
donation, and our body restores the fluid part of it within 24 hours. Pregnant and breastfeeding women cannot donate the blood.
Yes.
There is
So
no
there are also
trouble
limitations between who can donate and who not can. So there is no trouble during or so basically pregnant women and the breastfeeding women are not supposed to donate the blood.
during or after the blood donation. 1st October is observed as National Voluntary Blood Donation Day.
Yes, please note this thing. 1st of October of every year is been celebrated as the National Voluntary Blood Donation Day.
Healthy person of age more than 18 years can donate the blood for 3 to 4 times a year.
So yes, also there is a age limit for the donation of the blood as a healthy person of age more than 18 years. So if you're having an age more than 18 years, you can definitely donate the blood, and in a year you can donate it for 3 to 4 times in a year. So this is extremely important to note. I hope everything is clear to you. Fine. So we also have an objective test regarding the same, but we will be conducting this in the next lecture. So I hope each and everything regarding the human body and organ system has been clear to you all. Fine. So I just hope everything is clear to you. So even the time is end, so we will end up this lecture now. See you all in the next lecture. Bye everyone.